One man became the world's first trillionaire in a single day. Not through oil, not through real estate, through rockets. Elon Musk's SpaceX just pulled off the biggest stock market debut in human history. Nearly $2 trillion in valuation. But here's the thing. Just 7 years earlier, this same company was literally seconds away from total bankruptcy. 3 rocket explosions. Almost no money left. And Elon Musk sleeping on the factory floor wondering if his Mars dream was about to die. This is the story of how SpaceX went from 4 failed rockets to the most valuable IPO ever created. And trust me, nobody saw this coming. Let's go back to 2002. Elon Musk just sold PayPal for $1.5 billion. He's got more money than most people will see in 10 lifetimes. What does he do? Buy an island? Retire at 31? Nope. He decides to build rockets. Not just any rockets. Rockets that could take humans to Mars and make us a multiplanetary species. His friends thought he lost his mind. Investors called him insane. But Elon had a vision that wouldn't die. He founded SpaceX with $100 million of his own money. His entire fortune on the line. The goal was simple but absolutely crazy. Reduce the cost of spaceflight. Make space access reliable. And ultimately colonize Mars. Yeah, you heard that right. Colonize an entire planet. But here's where it gets interesting. The aerospace industry laughed at him. Literally laughed. Here's this internet guy with zero rocket experience trying to compete with Boeing and Lockheed Martin. Companies that had been building rockets for 50 years. SpaceX started developing the Falcon 1 rocket. A small liquid-fueled rocket that was supposed to prove private companies could reach orbit. March 2006. First launch attempt. The rocket lifted off from Omelek Island in the Marshall Islands. 33 seconds later, it exploded mid-air. Complete failure. Millions of dollars gone in half a minute. But Elon didn't quit. March 2007. Second attempt. The rocket made it further this time. 2 minutes of flight. Then the first and second stages collided during separation. Another explosion. Another failure. The money was running out fast. August 2008. Third attempt. This time the rocket had to work. SpaceX was bleeding cash. The aerospace world was watching, waiting for Elon to fail and give up. The rocket launched. It flew beautifully for 2 minutes. Then the second stage shut down early. The rocket fell into the ocean. 3 failures. 3 explosions. And now SpaceX had enough money for exactly one more attempt. One single shot. Elon Musk later admitted he was having a mental breakdown. The stress was crushing him. Tesla was also failing at the same time. He was getting divorced. Everything in his life was falling apart. But here is the part that changes everything. 28 September 2008. Fourth launch attempt. Falcon 1 lifted off from Omelek Island. The team held their breath. 33 seconds passed. The point where the first rocket exploded. It kept going. 2 minutes passed. The point where the second rocket failed. Still going. Stage separation happened perfectly. And then, 9 minutes after liftoff, Falcon 1 reached orbit. SpaceX became the first private company in history to develop and launch a liquid-fueled rocket into orbit. The control room erupted. Grown engineers were crying. Elon Musk had just changed history. Nobody saw what happened next. NASA was watching that fourth launch very closely. 2 months later, December 2008, NASA awarded SpaceX a $1.6 billion contract. $1.6 billion. To deliver cargo to the International Space Station. SpaceX went from nearly bankrupt to flush with cash overnight. But Elon wasn't satisfied. He wanted to build something bigger. Something revolutionary. Enter the Falcon 9. A much larger rocket that could carry serious payloads. And eventually humans. 4 June 2010. Falcon 9 launched successfully on its very first attempt. Then SpaceX did something nobody thought possible. They figured out how to land rockets vertically and reuse them. Think about that. Every other rocket in history was thrown away after one use. SpaceX started landing them on drone ships in the ocean and reusing them 20 times or more. This slashed the cost of space flight by 70%. 70%? The entire economics of space travel changed overnight. What they discovered next shocked the entire industry. By 2020, SpaceX was launching astronauts to the ISS, building the Starlink satellite internet constellation, and developing Starship, the rocket that would take humans to Mars. The company was valued at around $46 billion privately. Impressive but not shocking. Then 2025 happened. The artificial intelligence boom was in full manic phase. Investors were desperate for the next big tech play. SpaceX announced it was going public. The IPO was set. And when it happened, it broke every record imaginable. The SpaceX IPO became the largest stock market listing in human history. The company's valuation hit nearly $2 trillion on day one. $2 trillion? That's more than most countries' entire economies. Elon Musk owned roughly 42% of the company. Do the math. $840 billion added to his net worth in one day. He became the world's first trillionaire. Not over decades. In one trading session, shares of SpaceX stock took off like one of their rockets. Investors couldn't buy fast enough. The enthusiasm was absolutely insane. But here's the thing. The stock didn't stop at $2 trillion. In the following weeks, SpaceX's market cap hit nearly $3 trillion at its peak. $3 trillion for a company that builds rockets. Can you believe that? Then reality hit. The stock fell by about 1/3 from its peak, still leaving it worth around $2 trillion, but the volatility was extreme. This wasn't normal investing. This was speculation on steroids. Investors weren't just buying SpaceX. They were buying into AI hype, Mars dreams, and Elon Musk's cult of personality all at once. And then, in one single moment, everyone realized something. SpaceX isn't just a rocket company. It's the only company on Earth with a realistic plan to make humanity multiplanetary. Starlink generates billions in revenue. Falcon 9 dominates the commercial launch market. Starship is being built to carry 100 people to Mars at a time. This isn't science fiction anymore. It's happening. Right now. In Boca Chica, Texas. The company that almost died in 2008 is now the most valuable aerospace company ever created. So what's the lesson here? Elon Musk bet everything on a vision that everyone said was impossible. He faced 3 catastrophic failures that would have killed any normal company. He personally went broke funding SpaceX and Tesla during the 2008 financial crisis. But he didn't quit. He couldn't quit. Because the mission wasn't about money. It was about making life multiplanetary. About ensuring humanity's survival. And now, 17 years later, he's the world's first trillionaire and SpaceX is worth more than Boeing, Lockheed Martin, and Northrop Grumman combined. The SpaceX story proves something powerful. When you combine an impossible vision with absolute relentless execution, you don't just build a company. You change the course of human civilization. From 4 rocket explosions to a $2 trillion IPO. From sleeping on the factory floor to becoming a trillionaire. That's not just a business story. That's a $1 billion story. If you want to know how Elon Musk's other companies like Tesla and Neuralink are changing the world, watch our next video. And subscribe so you never miss a $1 billion story. Because these aren't just companies. They're the future being built right in front of your eyes.